prophecy of Dry Euphrates. In the Bible prophecy in the end times before Christ returns, there's a prophecy of the river Euphrates being dried up. The Muslims also believe in a similar prophecy that they've given to their people, but it's a plagiarism of what has already been written. And there's also things about this historically about the region of Euphrates and the city of Babylon, the original city of Babylon, and how the city of Babylon contained gold. But looking into this prophecy about how this occurs in the end time tribulation, Revelation chapter 16 verse 12 says, "And the sixth angel poured out his vial upon the great river Euphrates, and the water thereof was dried up, that the way of the kings of the east might be prepared." Now looking to this, we see that the rivers are dried up, that the kings of the east and their armies might be able to cross the river. And this region is actually where the ancient city of Babylon is said to have been placed, at the river Euphrates. And the river Euphrates has changed throughout the history, and it is very likely that this location does contain gold. In Isaiah chapter 14 verse 14, it says, "That thou shalt take up this proverb against the king of Babylon, and say, How hath the oppressor ceased? The golden city ceased." But look into this and how this relates to the drying up of the river Euphrates prophecy, and what the Muslim world is talking about, and what they're looking for as a sign. Remember, all of this has been plagiarized from the Bible before Muhammad even existed. This was already written that the river Euphrates would dry up. But looking to their texts, their hadith says in Sunnah Bukhari 7119, Allah's messenger said, "Soon the river Euphrates will disclose the treasure, the mountain of gold, so whoever will be present at that time should not take anything of it." Al-Araj narrated from the Abi Harari that the Prophet said that the same, but he said, "It, Euphrates, will uncover a mountain of gold under it." And also in the Hadith 1822, it says, "The messenger of Allah said, the hour will not come to pass before the river Euphrates dries up to unveil a mountain of gold, for which people will fight. And 99 out of 100 will die in the fighting, and every man amongst them will say, perhaps I may be the only one remaining alive." Another narration says, "The time is near when the river Euphrates will dry up to unveil a treasure of gold. Whosoever may be alive at the time should not take anything of it." And in the Hadith 3115 says, "The hour will not occur until the Euphrates recedes, uncovering a mountain of gold over which people will fight. 99 out of every 100 will be killed." Now, looking to the fact that the city of Babylon is on the river Euphrates in ancient Babylon, it is very likely that there is a region that is already known where it was, that the actual gold in the city is when the river Euphrates dries up. And so therefore this should not be put past expectations, considering the fact that the Bible already says that the river Euphrates will be dried up. And in the end times, the kings of the east will be coming across that river Euphrates, and there will be mass death because of that. So all these things that are written in the Hadith and their discussions about this has already been foretold in the Bible prophecy. But about that army, about the 99 out of 100 dying, looking to what is written in the prophecy, in the book of Revelation chapter 9 verse 13 through 15, it says, "And the sixth angel sounded, and I heard a voice from the four horns of the golden altar, which is before God, saying to the sixth angel which had the trumpet, Loose the four angels which are bound in the great river Euphrates. And the four angels were loosed, which were prepared for an hour and a day and a month and a year, for to slay the third part of men." These 200 million man armies coming in across the east are actually coming in against the Muslims who were ruling from Jerusalem at that time. The river Euphrates will be dried up at that point, in which it is a great likelihood that there is that mountain of gold from the ancient city of Babylon, because it is a city of gold. So it shouldn't be like some crazy confusion that we already look to the prophecy saying, hey, the river Euphrates is going to dry up. Well, it's going to unveil ancient Babylonian stuff when it is dried up, obviously. But those armies that are coming across that river Euphrates will be meeting with Muslim armies. And this is why this is mentioned in their hadith. And what they're going to be is on the backside of the prophecy. In the book of Revelation, chapter 9, verse 16, it says, "And the number of the army of the horsemen were 200,000, and I heard the number of them." And this is the 200 million man army crossing over the river into the Middle East, going against the beast. The Muslim world will see this coming to pass. They will take this as a sign that they're correct, and they will continue to prepare to fight, and it will solidify their beliefs that they were right all along. But ultimately, they will be destroyed because these armies prepared are for the destruction of their armies, for the day of the Lord that is prepared for that day, that month, and that hour, which is the return of Christ, when Christ uses them as a portion of the judgment against them. And this is the end times when Christ returns to fight against the beast's armies. And this is a portion of their judgment in the sixth bowl and in the sixth trumpet when that river is dried up. And this is a part of the prophecy of the end times, that the Muslims will be deceived, but the Christian remnant will not be deceived about this. And so this is the prophecy of the dry Euphrates.